Hello everyone, today's lesson is lesson 26, identifying even and odd numbers, multiplying by 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8, identifying factors and products, and identifying the commutative property of multiplication. So, how do I know if this is an even or odd number of items? When we have an even number of things, I can put them in groups of 2. Okay, each thing will have a partner. So let's try that. So I'm going to group these in groups of 2. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 groups of 2. Do I have an even number of items? Yes, I do, because every item has a partner. So how many items do I have? Well, let's count by 2s to see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So I have 18 cupcakes. Okay, so I have 25 children in this class. Is this an even or an odd number? Okay, so this is going to be an odd number because I cannot make an even number of pairs out of 25. Okay, so the even numbers up to 30 are these: 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. What do you notice about the even numbers in this list? You should be able to see that all even numbers end in either 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Okay. So let's look at these 3-digit numbers and let's figure out which ones are even. So remember, even numbers end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. So 456 is even because it ends in a 6. 570 is even because it ends in a 0. 332 is even because it ends in a 2. And 900 is even because it ends in a 0. Okay, let's do the odd numbers now. So the odd numbers up to 30 are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29. If you notice, all of the odd numbers in this list end in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. So going back to these numbers, we can see that 803 is an odd number because it ends in 3. 165 is an odd number because it ends in 5. And the other ones are all even. All right. For the second part, we're going to practice multiplying by the even numbers: 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay. But first we're going to learn the special names for the numbers in a multiplication problem. The numbers that tell us the number of groups and the number in each group are called factors. So we have 2 groups of 4 equals 8. The 2 and the 4 are what we call factors. And the answer, 8, is called the product. Okay. All right. So here I have a bunch of multiplication problems. Let's read the problems in this first box and write the products. Okay, so 1 times 2 is 2. Write these bigger. 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 2 is 12. 7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 2 is 16, 9 times 2 is 18, and 10 times 2 is 20. We would also say this as 1 group of 2 equals 2, 2 groups of 2 equals 4, 3 groups of 2 equals 6, etc. What do you notice about these products? The products in the second row are all 10 more than the products in the first row. And these products are all even. They all end in 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0. Okay, let's look at the second box. So 1 group of 4 equals 4, 2 groups of 4 equals 8, 3 groups of 4 is 12, 4 groups of 4 is 16, 5 groups of 4 is 20, 6 groups of 4 is 24, 7 groups of 4 is 32, 28, there we go, 8 groups of 4 is 32, 9 groups of 4 is 36, and 10 groups of 4 is 40. What do you notice about these products? The products in the second row are all 20 more than the products in the first row. And the products again are all even. Oops. Let's read the problems in the third box and write the products together. So 1 group of 6 is 6. 2 groups of 6 is 12. 3 groups of 6 is 18. 4 groups of 6 is 24. 5 groups of 6 is 30. 6 groups of 6 is 36. 7 groups of 6 is 42. 8 groups of 6 is 48. 9 groups of 6 is 54. And 10 groups of 6 is 60. Okay, so what do you notice about these problems? The problems in the second row are 30 more than the problems in the first row. 6 plus 30 is 36. 12 plus 30 is 42. Okay, let's do the fourth box. So 1 group of 8 is 8. 2 groups of 8 is 16. 3 groups of 8 is 24. 4 groups of 8 is 32. 5 groups of 8 is 40. 6 groups of 8 is 48. 7 groups of 8 is 56. 8 groups of 8 is 74. 9 groups of 8 is 62. Oh, sorry. That's 64 on that one, and then 72. There we go. And 10 groups of 8 is 80. So you notice that the first row is plus 40. First row plus 40 equals the second row. Okay, let's go for the products in the fifth box. 1 group of 0 is 0. 2 groups of 0 is 0. 3 groups of 0 is 0. 4 groups of 0 is 0. 5 groups of 0 is 0. 6 groups of 0 is 0. 7 groups of 0 is 0. 8 groups of 0 is 0. 9 groups of 0 is 0. And 10 groups of 0 is 0. You notice all the products for the problems in this fifth box are 0 because we have groups of 0. When we multiply by 0, the product is always 0. They call this the zero property of multiplication. Okay. All right. Now you notice about all these problems is they're all even. Whenever one factor is even, the product will always be even. Okay. The last part is the commutative property of multiplication. And what that means is I can multiply the factors in either order. So 2 times 4 equals 8. But that means that 4 times 2 also equals 8. Okay. 2 times 6 equals 12. And 6 times 2 equals 12. Okay, and that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.